Doing this is my arena prediction for Mr. Negative and Gambit Arena round 2. So we now know the cutoff for round 1, but before I do, I want to mention something that I made a mistake when it comes to my prediction for Stealth Suit Spider-Man as the 5 star for round 2. So as someone who teaches math, as a math teacher, I ask these students this question is why do we study history? So we can learn from our mistakes. So, same thing applies in mathematics. You want to be good in math, you got to learn from your mistakes. And I just want to point out my mistake is when it comes to my prediction for 5 star Stealth Suit Spider-Man round 2. So I can become. I'm telling you this because I want to tell you, to become a better at arena predictions, you gotta learn from your mistakes. So my mistake was um, I thought the cutoff for round two was around going to be 30 to 36 million, but it went over 41 million for the 5 star Stealth Suit Spider-Man for round two. The reason why is because round one, 6 star Stealth Suit Spider-Man went as low as 40 million. So what happened when it came to round two? A lot of people were thinking they were going to get a 6 star Stealth Suit Spider-Man for around 40 million. I also didn't factor in since I was the first person to make arena prediction. I didn't factor in other YouTubers' arena prediction. I saw as low as 45 million to 65 million when it comes to round two arena predictions. So I was like thinking that a lot of people are probably thinking they were gonna get a 6 star Stealth Suit Spider-Man for as low as 45 million. So what happened is they put the extra effort. They put in like extra effort, thinking that they can get in. A lot of people grinded for it because thinking, oh man, I have a chance to get a 6 star Stealth Suit Spider-Man for like 45 million. So a lot of people spend their time grinding in the arena, and it drove what happened. It drove this 5 star Stealth Suit Spider-Man higher higher, so higher than necessary. So the cutoff for the 5 star Stealth Spider-Man went to around 41 million, over 40 million for round two. So if you did went with my round two prediction for Stealth Suit Spider-Man, um, I do apologize. That means you missed the champion for 5 star Stealth Suit Spider-Man. So let me just give you the cutoff for when it comes to round one, Mr. Negative. 6 star Mr. Negative went for 133 million. For round two, I think it's gonna be very close to round one. A lot since not a lot of people watch my channel when it comes to arena predictions. Uh, a lot of people were expecting his score was gonna go as low as 100 million, and I know Brian Grant predicted 115 million. So a lot of people went lower than what my arena cutoff was when it comes to Mr. Negative for the 6 star. So I think round two, everybody kind of knows what round one is when it comes to the cutoff. It was 133 million. So a lot of people were gonna try to aim for that score, but that means it very well go higher for the second round. But the thing is, I don't think his awakening ability is really necessary. I think it's definitely useful. It's a plus, and even at Sig 20, he gains the most from his signature ability. But I don't like it's not really gonna make him like not a good champion that he really is. I think he's a very good champion and definitely a plus with his awakening ability, but its awakening ability isn't like not really necessary in my opinion. I think it's definitely a plus though. So I'm not sure if a lot of people will grind for him for round two. So I do think that round it'll be gonna be very similar since a lot of people do know what the cutoff is for his 6 star. So I say 130 million is going to be the cutoff for round two. Give yourself an extra 5% for a grind target. Go to 136.5 million. Give yourself an extra 10% to be extras for an extra safe score. Go to 143 million. When it comes to 5 star Mr. Negative, I say the cutoff was around 41 million. That's definitely lower than I expected, but I would say that it's going to be very similar to that, slightly higher for round two. So I would say go to 45 million for the cutoff for Mr. Negative. And then you want to give yourself a grind target, go give yourself an extra 10%, go to 49.5 million. Give yourself an extra 20%. I would say go to 54 million to be extra safe when it comes to Mr. 5-star Mr. Negative. When it comes to Gambit, 6-star Gambit went approximately 54 million for the cutoff. So I do think that for round two, it's going to go slightly higher. I was kind of like much lower than I expected when his cutoff is. I thought it was going to be very close to like Red Falcon or Stealth Suit Spider-Man, around 70 million, but he went, as low as really like 44 million, much lower than I expected. I think my mistake is because I don't know I don't know when the crystals are, when they come to the 6-star crystals, when it comes to old champions. So I do believe that I think now I know that he's been in the 6-star crystal for a while now. That's why his score went lower than I expected. But I do think that it's going to be higher the second round. So I say cutoff is going to be around, so I say 60 million. And you want to give yourself an extra 10% for a grind target, go to 66 million. Give yourself an extra 20% to be extra safe score, go to 72 million. When it comes to 5-stars Gambit, the cutoff was approximately 27 million. I do expect the second round to be slightly higher, so I would say go to 30 million for the cutoff. And you want to give yourself a grind target, go to 33 million. Give yourself an extra 10%, go to 33 million. You want to be extra safe, I would say go to 20 and give yourself an extra 20%, go to 36 million for 5-star Gambit. So these are my arena prediction for Mr. Negative and Gambit Arena. Thank you.